Hey guys, what's up? It's Cliff Elome. Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about real estate. Right now, as you can see, I'm at the beach right now. I'm actually in Hollywood Beach in Florida. Florida's where I reside. Let's talk a little bit about real estate. So, from the stats of July stats, okay? From what we are seeing now is that the stats of July has actually decreased. Sales decreased, the prices decreased on July. But just gonna wait for this airplane over here to go by. Okay, so what they're saying is like in about 6 years, the sales in July, usually during the summertime, prices always decrease around this time. But, and from what I'm hearing and what other channels are talking about, they're saying the same thing. But I honestly, my opinion, I just don't believe that. I believe the prices are decreasing because we're starting to see the shift. The shift is starting to occur, okay? And the shift has been occurring for the last, at least, I want to say 2 months now, okay? So what I mean by the shift of the real estate collapse, okay? It's happening, guys. It's happening. It's inevitable. Like I said, it's here. Okay. So so prices are decreasing. Is this a good time to buy a property now? No. Honestly, I feel, in my opinion, and then guess what? This is my opinion. Okay. I feel that this is not a good time for you to buy a property if you're going to live in it, or as an investment property. Okay, I feel like it's not a good time still to buy. I think we should wait still a little bit. In my previous videos, I said that as fast as it actually went up is going to be as fast as it goes down. And a lot of people say, hey, look, it's going to take some time for it to go down. Honestly, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, it's going to be faster than you even know it. Okay, we're not talking about within a year. We're talking about less than a year. I give it by the ending of this year, you're going to see a complete price change in a lot of properties that are just way overpriced, way over market value. That doesn't make sense. Okay, now a lot of people say, hey, well, the interest rates are low. Okay, yeah, the interest rates are low, but I mean, listen, are you willing to pay for an overpriced property with a low interest rate just to get a mortgage rate that's pretty much equivalent to, even if the interest rates were higher and the property values were lower in sales? Okay, it's almost equivalent, almost, but a little bit lesser. So it just still doesn't make sense. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you do buy a property, right, that is that it's at its market value or lesser than its market value, which in these days lesser than its market value, with a higher interest rate, you're pretty much purchasing the property with some equity in it, right? Okay, and that's the purpose. We want to purchase these properties with some equity. We don't want to buy. Listen, let me tell you something. When you're dealing with real estate, you never want to buy a property with no equity in it. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Just for a mortgage payment, I mean, because the interest rates are low and your mortgage payments are good, but you have no equity. You need equity, okay? Because what that does is it gives you leverage. You can do various things with it, right? If you buy with no equity, you can wait. I mean, if you buy with no equity, right, then you have to wait a certain amount of time or long time before the property values get up. And listen, there's a possibility where you can be waiting a long time for the property values to come up to where it's at now later down the line, because right now we're seeing a very, very inflated market value, ridiculously inflated market value, which doesn't make sense. If you buy with equity in it, right, you can do a series of things. You can refinance, right? Wait 6 months, refinance, or less than 6 months, refinance, right? You can, take out a home equity line of credit, right? You can use that money to do something else um, with the property. But if you're purchasing with no equity, I mean, it gives you no options. The only thing you have is a low interest rate and a mortgage payment that's like satisfactory, not even the greatest, satisfactory. Okay, so my opinion, I say, listen, if you have some money to invest in property right now, don't buy right now unless you find an off-market seller that's motivated, that's willing to sell the property for a reasonable amount with equity in it. Then you buy. Okay, now these kind of sellers are not easy to come across because you have to find them, you have to look for them. If you don't have the resources to do that, if you don't know where to go, if you don't know how to do it, then I suggest right now, wait till it's completely collapsed, because it's inevitable, it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. There's no doubt about it. Okay, so don't be fooled. Wholesalers and investors, that's what I do. If everybody knows me, I wholesale, I'm an investor. Okay, you guys have the resources to do that. This might be a good time now to start reaching out to sellers even more, putting that marketing in and starting to reach out to sellers more, because now what's happening is that it's starting to be out there in the public, right? The news is talking about it. There's articles out. So at this point, sellers have to be aware of what's going on. They have to know that there's a completely inflated market value going on right now. And it's either you try to get your property sold right now at the over market value price that you are trying to sell it for, or you miss out. You miss out on what's going on. You miss out on the seller, because it's a seller's market. You miss out on the seller's market right now. Okay, so but again, your negotiation has to be great. You have to know how to talk to some of these sellers and let them know that, hey, look, listen, sell me your property for a reasonable amount right now, so that we can actually get this done before the price goes lower, before the price is even down, and I'm not going to be able to offer you what I was able to offer you now versus a month from now or 2 months from now, because we don't know what's going to happen a month from now or 2 months from now. Okay, and honestly, the way things are going, we can see rapid results as far as a decrease. Okay, so listen, they tell you that in July, usually the summertime, is when prices decrease. Honestly, yes, that can play a factor, but in my opinion, I think there's other factors involved as well. I don't have any stats to prove that, but what I can say is that if you look at history, if you look at history and you do your due diligence and your research in 2006 through 2008, I mean, from there you can obviously tell that there is going to be something rapid that's going to happen. Okay. Now, on another note, I actually wanted to talk about the job markets. Now, why does this play a part in real estate? I'll let you know why. So a lot of people right now, they're just like, I mean, for what they're saying right now is that the job market has increased versus the unemployment, but I believe, well, not I believe, but a lot of people are still quitting their current jobs, or if they were in a job during the pandemic, they're quitting, or if they just started a new job, they're quitting, because it's just the mindset now. Okay, the mindset has been brought upon us. You know, a lot of people have been staying in their homes, either working remotely or spending time with their family. They're starting to really see the importance in life. Okay, now the importance in life is to, of course, do the things that you love, like spending time with your family at home, And a lot of these people that work in these 9 to 5 jobs, you know, taking either 30 minutes or 45 minutes to get to work, 45 minutes to get back to work, traffic, dealing, all that. These things are all stressful things upon our lives, okay? And a lot of these people just like, at this time, people don't give up right now. Honestly, majority of the people think that the world is just to crap right now, okay? So they really don't care, okay? And there's so much guidelines, there's so much restrictions, there's so much things going on that makes people fearful of the future, of what's going to go on at this moment with the economy and with everything, the world, okay? I don't want to talk about religion too much, but some religious people think that all of these things were written, and the world is coming to an end and all that stuff. And listen, allegedly, I don't want to say that this is what I think. It's not what I think, but you got to think about that too. So a lot of people are just not caring. They're like, hey, look, they're giving us all of these things. We got unemployment, we got eviction moratorium, we got all of these things. We can start using those tools, right, and focusing on ourselves and trying to get ourselves out of this rat race, this 9 to 5, these things that don't benefit us in life at all, and try to focus on things like our family and our homes and things like that. So this is what's going on. How do I know this information? I mean, I speak to people. I talk to people that are currently going through these things. Okay, I speak to people. This is what I'm hearing, and a lot of the people that I'm talking to, they're telling me pretty much the same thing. Okay, so this is another thing. Why does that have to deal with real estate? It's because you got to think about it, right? A lot of these places where you need to qualify to get a mortgage and all that stuff, they're asking so much crap, right? You got to act, if you're self-employed, you got to have at least 3 to 4 years of taxes. You have to show a certain amount of income, your credit, all of these things. And it's just like, at this point, like, people are just like fed up. They don't care. The prices of real estate is still at an all-time high. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, so people rather just stay where they're at, do what they gotta do, and figure out another alternative way, except for that 9 to 5 rat race situation. Okay, so I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk a little bit about that. Listen, I also want to give you guys some advice and information on how you can overcome a lot of the things that's going on, what you can do if you are looking for houses, because there is strategies. There are strategies, okay, for you to find homes that make sense for you. As a real estate investor, wholesaler, I talk to people all the time. I negotiate deals. So I've had these deals structured so that I know that there are some deals out there. Don't get me wrong. There are some deals where you can find out there. It's not going to be easy. I'm not going to lie to you and say, hey, look, you can find them like this. No, it's going to take some time. You have to call. You have to talk to a lot of people to get that one deal. But that one deal can benefit your life. And, you can find that diamond in the rough. Okay? So, I'm going to do my next video. What I want to do is I want to talk to you guys about subject to, right? Subject to purchasing the property. Purchasing the property subject to the mortgage, okay? Which is going to be very, 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 very beneficial for a lot of you guys that are not working with a lot of capital, right? But still want to purchase a home either as an investment or to live in. Short sales are a little bit for our investors that have a little bit more capital, okay? But you still get discounted properties, okay? So I want to actually give you guys the information, because I don't want to just be talking about what's going on, but I also want to give you guys some solutions on what you can do, okay, to benefit your life and help you out during these times. Okay, so please, guys, like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, smash that, touch that, do whatever you got to do. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like on this video if you enjoyed the content that I gave you. If you want more content, I'm trying to grow the channel, of course. Once I grow this channel even more, I want to get into more of some serious topics. Like I said, I'm for the underdog, okay? I started from the bottom, working my way onto the top, but I'm for the underdog. So for those people that are working with little to no capital at all, I want to help you. I want to give you some information, and I also want to give you some help as far as what you can do to get yourself in a situation that's better from what you're at now. All right, so this is Elome signing out. See you on the next video. Have a great day. I'm here on the beach right now. Of course, the beach, I'm noticing that this is a great place to actually make some videos, and I got the time, so let's get it.